So the problem with TFT sometimes is that we have a lot of new sets and a lot of new units, and I don't want to read all of those descriptions. I just want to know what's OP, what's going to get me to Challenger, right? Well, the problem that arises from this behavior is a lot of people don't know some pretty interesting facts about units, and hopefully you know everything on this list. If you don't, feel free to let me know in the comments. Let's start up with Leona. Did you know that Leona actually gives herself and her allies within 2 hexes an armor and magic resistance buff for quite a considerable amount of time? Meaning, if you play against assassins, for example, and you move your Leona towards the last row, not only will she do a pretty good job at tanking those assassins, she might also make your entire carry block in the back row more tanky. Now, I technically already covered this in a different video, but in case you didn't know, the component that Taamkench spits out is based on the component that the unit he ate was holding. So just as a short example, if Taamkench eats a unit that has only a Tactician's Crown as an item, then Taamkench will spit out with a 100% guarantee a spatula for you. That means that sometimes positioning Taamkench specifically can get you the item that you were looking for. Next up, we have Weiger. This question came up a lot in a set, and it's about what actually happens if, all of the Yordles are out. So let's assume we played Yordles, we managed to 3-star everything except Gnar, and everybody in this lobby just ended up playing Socialite. So it turns out that every single Gnar is out. There's only 18 in the pool. This will cause Weiger to spawn early, since Gnar isn't, you can't pull Gnar anymore out of the pool. This is sometimes abused in double up with a lot of Yordle players to force early Weigers, so definitely something for you to try. I'm still surprised about how many people don't know about this, but Malzahar has an included magic resist reduction in his ultimate, and it's a whopping 40%. Meaning, if you end up building, for example, aesthetics on Malzahar, you don't actually get that great of a value if Malzahar, especially if Malzahar ends up being your main source of damage, because aesthetics and Ionic is 50%, so it's only 10% higher. They don't stack, they get overwritten, meaning you should probably avoid building aesthetics or Ionic if you're going for the Mazha carry. And last but not least, we have Jace, and especially melee Jace. I think what a lot of people don't know is that, similar to Malzahar, the melee Jace, if he does a slam, reduces the armor and magic resistance of opponents by 50% for 5 seconds. This is what a lot of people are missing out, but if you're playing a physical or an AP comp and you're missing the penetration aspect, you don't have a Last Whisper, you don't have a Static Shift, then you can tech in melee Jace into your comp to get those juicy 50% resistances and help out your team to get through the enemy frontline faster. That was it for me. I hope you learned something, and see you the next time.